Yo, quick video. New day, new update. Been playing a lot more. First of all, got some upgrades. So I crafted the chest I was talking about last video, and I think like the last 3 videos. Basically, elevated crit, elevated mana, curse with usable mods. I got t2 live, so I just stuck with that. Fairly cheap to craft. I got lucky, obviously, but these aren't that hard to make actually. How much are they? 24 div. You can make this a lot cheaper, to be honest. What you're after is a astral plate base on a drugs, probably. That should be easiest. And then you just need to elevate it. I bought the 2 bases for 1 div each, and dominance them and to elevate 50-50. So you can be unlucky, I suppose, but these aren't that expensive, I don't think. Yeah, they're about 1.5 div. So 2 of them, 1 awakened, which is another almost a div. They're dropping now a bit. And as long as you're lucky, you'll have something usable. I hit live regen on a suffix, not the best, but it is what it is. And then just suffix is going to be changed for a caster, because the hunter additional curse is the only caster mod on this base. So that's guaranteed, and then you're just rolling for a decent prefix, and then you just exiled, suffix can be changed, go again, kind of thing. So that's done. I'm using this one. I ended up crafting it, got a bit lucky, so it's good enough for me now. Chaos Auras, I hit life on hit, which is fine, and then I just did a chosen life mod and finished off that way with -3 mana. It's life, multi-base, it's okay, nothing amazing. Actually, let's check how much these are. Can I not? Save, no. Oh, it's treating multi as a pseudo. Yeah, these aren't expensive. You can get them pretty cheap. People are doing rituals a lot now, so these should be fairly cheap. With this chest, that means my old amulet, which I think sold now. Let's have a look. No, it's still there. Crafted this now as well. So what I did, I picked up a fractured T1 fist to attacks base. These were cheap. This was like, I think, 40C. Can I see it? Yes. On a turquoise. So yeah, you can get them very cheap. I think it's 1T. Yeah, you can get them very cheap because people are getting these by accident from the tree. So these are very cheap. All fracture bases are this league. And then I just rerolled critical on the hobby bench. And this is basically guaranteed to hit either crit strike or crit multi. And then you're just fishing for a decent end. And then you can finish off life afterwards. Again, fairly cheap, fairly simple. But with that, I can... Oh yeah, I also picked up +2 aura abysses. There's better ones. You can get +1 power charge as well. That should help your crit. And I just stuck in Fleshstone, Pride, Precision in there. So these are just a bit higher, kind of to offset the +1 all skills I had before on that. What was I going to say? Yeah, so this mod, ignore stones while using socketed skills, pretty good. So I can drop Unwavering now. With additional end from this amulet, I can drop this now, so just free passive all around. At the moment, tree is kind of scuffed because I'm going into a reduced crit for t17s I'm running. I find that if I roll the crit multi with some additional damage, I just get one shot sometimes. So I picked up the reduced crit for -90%, which is good enough for now. If I needed extra, I can get another 20 from here for crit immunity. But otherwise, tree is mostly unchanged. Yesterday, I picked up some more block tattoos. These were about a div. I think they're still a div. I'll need a couple more at least. Because I've also changed Megalos, because I don't have the Eldritch modifier for Fortify, so I need to change my Megalos again, and specifically I need the Overlord, which grants me 100% 45 on melee hits. And with that, just picked up Pulse Multiplier, Iron Breaker, which is good enough. It's not the best, but the best just doesn't exist at the moment, or people are buying them out. And versatile. So I changed my Anoint Serpent Stance. I'm actually 120% increase crit overcap. So I need to try and drop crit somewhere. I might change the Serpent Stance to something else. And for this, I'm still using Enigmatic Defense. So that puts me on 65-47. There is some conditional stuff. I think this gives me 8% as well. That's another 4 on top of that. It's not perfect yet. And then a big upgrade would be the Forbidden Flesh, which I think, let me double check. They were refresh. Yeah, about 40 diff for one side. So it's pretty expensive right now, and there's not a lot of them either, which is a bit annoying, just because everyone is gonna want that node if they're not running a Svalin already. So that's just the price it is, but I'll have to get that eventually. Obviously, I'll upgrade my flasks, so I'm running a Sulfur Olras. This could be changed. I actually have an Amethyst with the same mod, so if I needed more Chaos Res, I could pop this on, and I could get like 40% with full Chaos over time. So that's an option if I want to do that. I'll just keep it around. I haven't needed to use it yet, but I'll need Chaos Res at some point. And then I'm running Armor with still Poison Immune. There's probably better ways of getting poison immunity, but for now this will have to do. Yeah, I'll think about that. And then crit with Shock Avoid. Shock Avoid is mandatory for ailment avoidance, but then this is granting me 190 crit chance, so it is potentially worth dropping for 8 different flasks. But I'm not quite sure what I would run yet. It probably would be Amethyst until I get Progenesis. And then finally Armor Onslaught. This is kind of mandatory for attack speed. It's OP. I've been kind of thinking about dropping Stampedes next. The problem is I would have to drop Cyclone of Tumult as well. And I could get attack movement speed on, like, instead of the poison, so I could be fast enough. The problem is with Tumult, you basically have like no movement speed after a while, so you drop to -31 at 5 stacks, which isn't terrible, because with Onslaught and with movement speed and maybe a Quicksilver instead of Sulfur, or Diamond, actually, if I drop Diamond for a Quicksilver and drop the poison for movement speed, I could get like, I think 120% or something like that. So I could offset that enough, and then I could get some real boots with elusive. What's the other one called? You know the boots, the double influence elusive boots. So that's an option. But then I don't need the crit, so I don't know. It's an option. I'll think about it. I'll pop in POB, see if it makes sense or not. At the moment, main upgrades will probably be the weapon. I'm still using the same weapon I've been using from like day 3 or something. It's a 700 PDPS that I got from a tree. It's like 3 div. It wasn't even 6 link, yeah, like 1 div. Then 6 linked afterwards. But this is hard to replace. mostly because they don't exist, and the ones that do, they're priced like 20 div plus for anything reasonable. So yeah, that's I'll have to think about that. In terms of money making, I'm still mostly doing the same thing. I dropped ritual. I moved on to boxes. I still have the tree if you care about it. This is the Kulgar hunting for Svalin kind of tree while doing rituals. I did it for like a day basically, but I wasn't feeling it. And this is my original hobby Beyond, and I'm starting to do boxes. So it's like 16.5s and t17s. But if I were to do 17s properly, I'd have to buy the containments, which are very expensive. For a good reason, but the problem is the loot isn't amazing, so I'm not sure if I can justify containment. But yeah, the 1.2, which isn't terrible, but yeah, not ideal either. I'll have to run them eventually, but for now, we'll see. I'm running double ambush with hidden compartments for reopen. I hate this. This never fucking reopens when you need them to. Only the shittiest boxes in existence ever open. Less likely, more likely to be rare. So this is just for currency, maps, and divination boxes basically. It helps a bit. Is it worth the 3 extra stone boxes? That's a question for you, I guess. Some people don't do that. Some people run a triple ambush for extra boxes and just ignore this one. I think it's about 5C at the moment compared to like the 1C or 2C for the normal ambush, so that's a bit of a cost analysis there, I suppose. And then rarity, explicit modifiers. So this is kind of mandatory on any ambush strat. And thankfully the cheap 1C. Yeah, what else? This hasn't changed. This I showed you. That's fine. Oh yeah, if you were to not take this, you would spec out of this, you would change this back to crypt multi. You pick up this life auras. You pick up this auras if you need it, or just some straight up life. This impale is pretty decent, but costs too many points to get there. And then this is kind of wasted points, but it's pretty good as well. I'm 2 over crit cap to kind of waste points going into this. The value is just halved basically. Other than that, you can also pick up this last jewel here with some armor. At the moment, I'm on what, 17k in hideout, obviously mage blood, avoidance, crit temporarily. I need to try and sort out my spell block, which I can maybe help with tattoos. They're expensive, so I don't want to spend that now. And I'm getting about, on average, what does POB say? POB says 47 because it doesn't know about the graft, so I guess this is my only conditional, the +8, which +4 spell after conversion. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Starting to do t17s. I did more simulacrums. The un-ID'd are about 3 div at the moment. The last couple, 2 divs are selling off, but people are starting to price them at 3 divs, so eventually these will sell. A couple of random drops. My old chest hasn't sold yet, but I'll still get down to 4 maybe. This is a random brick I crafted while doing my amulet. It's this was a essence end, which I don't recommend. It's not worth it, and they're too expensive, and the crit mods are surprisingly rare. So I would stick with the hobby, the 40 bench. What else? Old jewel, old megalos. This will sell eventually. Well, it might sell even now. I sold all of my gloves. The only ones I left are these, which are pretty crap. They're just res, life, low life, and fizz. I've not even crafted a last mod on this. So I'll probably pick up a few more of them because they are cheap. They're a 5C and they're only a couple of Z licenses away from being like a couple of divs. So that's pretty decent. What else? I picked up this temporarily, but this wasn't that good. So I'll just get rid of it afterwards. Just because it's impossible. The attributes are very tight. You have to get attributes on your amulet. There's just no way around it. Yeah, there's just no space for it anywhere, really. Like maybe this ring on an affix, on a suffix rather, but yeah, not a lot of choice. I found this. Apparently it's like 10 div plus. I don't know why. It must be for like armor stackers or something. But yeah, they're very expensive. I listed it for too low in my normal tabs and I just got spammed and someone just said listed for 10D plus kind of thing. Oh yeah, I swapped out hideout as well because my FPS was kind of killing me. I couldn't be asked with my GPU fucking burning alive and just AFK in hideout. And also, if you're on AMD, I would recommend you foreground cap and enable VSync adaptive. That way your screen will actually be smooth, so to say, so it can reduce its own FPS. But yeah, that's whatever. That's just what I had to deal with today, because I was just I could hear my GPU just spinning up every time I enter my hideout, and I didn't like it. That's a cat. Yeah, what else? Not much else. Still doing my shipments. Got a ton of tattoos. I'm still sending them to Nagamahu. Let's have a look. I have another ship to send. And you're basically fishing with the bars. So if you were running the Kalguran, oh here we go. Oh, okay. I looted all the good stuff and I left this behind. All of this is surprisingly well rolled, but all of it is garbage compared to the tree. Like, yeah, it's T1 fire. This would be nice for someone, but not in this league. Like live fire, live regen. All this is like 1C garbage now because of the tree. But yeah, I'm sending them to Nagamahu, Nagakanu. I don't know. And I'm just sending just fucking everything, all of my bars, because I think there is a spreadsheet, but I don't care enough to check it, because I'm not gonna use the bars for anything else. And if you're doing big shipments later on, then you're just gonna want the crops anyway instead. So you want more crimson. I don't have enough, not even close. Yeah, just Mappers. Mappers are good. Keep your Mappers fed. They'll easily get you double your raw exalts that you get, and not exalts, divines that you get in the maps. To see, yeah, it's just any half decent gear is just not worth anything anymore, which is good for new players because they get everything for free basically, but it makes picking up loot just literally not worth anything. Like a nice I-86 fractured base, just 5C on a good day as well. Yeah, I'll loot this afterwards. Mappers are good. Make sure you do them. What else? What else? I might go back to custom damage shaken. So I'm trying to build up some more defense at the moment. So 557 tooltip, and that puts me at 42 mil. Where is it? Go yeah. Here's the POB. This should be a recent snapshot. Actually, it doesn't have the crit stuff, so it's a bit less at the moment. But yeah, 42 mil, pinnacle, no real cheating. I am channeling, but I guess I've dropped the conditional for that. And I have crit recently. Does that change anything? EHP. But yeah, I need to figure out my spell block. Because I've got more than enough armor now. I just need to get the spell block, then I can go properly into the lucky spell block with this note here, and I'll drop this jewel here, and that'll give me a ton more defensive. That should give me, was it 82% block and spell block, and I just need to get another Megalos. There's another mod, so I'll need Overload, and I'll need 50% life on block. Notable, whatever it's called. And then for the last one, ideally it would be, yeah, Force Multiplier is good, but probably Feed the Fury is probably best, in terms of damage, at least. Yeah, not much here to say. I've been messing with a lot of stuff here. If you didn't know, just in case, you can find your Megalos here. It'll find the best one for you. Just change your weight if you don't care about like effective EHP. I keep at 42. That's about where I'm happy with it. When I was looking for amulets and stuff, I had to mess with like intelligence and other stuff in there as well. And I eventually just gave up and crafted what I thought was good. And this was, I think, like a 7% DPS upgrade for what cost me, I think, like a div or two, basically. But yeah, you can search for the best stuff here, and it'll give you a link, and you can just click on it and go into the trade. For the timeless jewels, just go in here, and it'll create the best notes for you. You can search by what they are. So most of these will just be double update. Well, these are mine actually. Let's get rid of them. Let's reset this. If we generate by full DPS, it'll create the double. It'll create the weightings for your jewels, and you just copy this and you pop it into your browser. Also, this add-on is pretty good for like bookmarking and stuff. So right now, I can see there's 112.016 for one div, and that's probably an upgrade. Let's have a look. And what you can do is just double click it, and it will create an item for you. Default Pride, yeah, this one, 12.016, and you can just pop it in and see if the damage is better. So this is like 1 mil upgrade for one div. It's not massive, but it's decent. What does this give? Melee damage, multi, DD, armor, and DD. So that's, yeah, pretty decent. Shall I look, see if I was considering going over to the right here, but I don't think I have the points for it. I'd have to drop this stuff here, the rest stuff. And there was also an option to go for sovereignty and trying to squeeze in a Herald of Purity. That's an option. Mostly, well, it's mostly for the damage, but then you're going into like the consecrate kind of stuff. But again, I don't need more crit. I have way too much. If I go on calculator, not Frostblink, Cyclone, it should tell me. Yeah, so right now, even with some of the changes I've made, I'm still 92% increase crit over cap. So I need to drop that somewhere, and I'll probably be a notable on something. But yeah, I'll have to think about that. See how that goes. Well, I still got trees. I've bricked every single recombination attempt I've ever tried. I had some nice like triple T1 mods, spend like 100k dust every time, and they just disappear into the worst possible mod combinations that you could possibly roll. I've never been that unlucky, it's kind of crazy. I need to sell this as well at some point. But otherwise, I'm still running singular focus. You get less t17s, but it's whatever. I don't want junk. If I'm gonna run t16s, I'd rather be running the good ones. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I need to farm more currency, click more boxes. I'll do more simulacrums if the price of the clusters remains the same. Let's just buy some actually. There were 40C before, but I wonder if... Oh, they're even cheaper now. Let's go. Give me 10 of those and I'll run them later. This build easy clears it, like super easy. Literally just spin around in one direction and you'll be fine. This could do with an upgrade and possibly replacing. It's the crit multi that's hard to get rid of though. 120 multi is just insane on a helmet. And I don't know what I would replace it with. Because Fizz as is gone, I'm pretty sure, from helmets. I don't know if the nearby Fizz taken by enemies is still there. Maybe that's worthwhile. I'm not gonna go suppression, I don't think. No, I'm not gonna go suppression. It does no, it'd be... I mean, I could. I think I could. But it'd be too much of an expense. I would lose too much EPS for that. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, for now, that's it. I'll think about the boots tomorrow, I think. See if it's if it makes sense dropping these. Because these are still like 1 div. Even for just basic crappy ones. Yeah, 120C, that's a lie. The easy 1 div. But yeah, for now, that's it. Good luck, have fun. I'll drop POB in the comments and the description, whatever. Bye, y'all.